New realms can be chaos, and navigating that chaos to pick the right realm and dominating it either by leading the top alliance or at least being in it can be very difficult. Hey guys, this is Heretic. If you follow this guide, it will give you the best chance at being in a great realm and dominating it. This isn't about spending a ton of money and destroying everyone. This is about leading an excellent alliance that stands the test of time. Step number 1, plan before you enter. More needs to be done up front than actually when you join that realm. The more people you go in with, the higher the chance that you're going to dominate that realm. If you're going in alone, chances that you're going to come out on top are very low. You need to go, I would say, with the minimum of 10 people, 5 to 10 people as a minimum. So new realms open all the time. All you have to do is look at the globe map and go to the newest globe and watch that. Watch the realms that are there. When the new realm opens, you jump in. That first 48 hours decide who really becomes relevant in the end. So again, go in with a core group of committed players who you've already played with before. So they already play the same times as you and that sort of thing. Have your communication set up outside the game already, whether that's in line or Discord or WhatsApp or Telegram, wherever. It doesn't matter. Viber. It doesn't matter. But just have a place that you're already communicating all together. Have a clear plan on how you're going to form your alliance. Dominance starts before the realm even opens. All right, so that's step number 1. Step number 2, the realm is opened and you join it. Your goal is for the first day to get between level 10 and 15. That's not too hard. And do it without spending anything at all.
Maybe I can help. We sure could use it.
We've tried debt consolidation companies.
We've even taken out loans to help make payments. Well, you're not the only ones. Did you know millions of Americans live with debt they cannot control? That's why I developed this unique new program for managing your debt. It's called Don't Buy Stuff You Cannot Afford.
Oh, let me see that.
It requires continuous building, research, do all the things that you need to do just to get to about 10. That whole time, you need to be monitoring World Chat. As you get going, you want to build your alliance quickly. You want to have that tag that you've already talked about with your friends. You want to have it set up and you want to have it building. Now you need to start recruiting. You can post into World Chat, hey, this is going to be the dominant alliance in this realm. You start recruiting. If you're going to do open, do open. If you're not, don't do open. I mean, I would suggest not doing open if you want to be the dominant player in the realm. I would suggest you start reaching out to the people that you see growing quickly. All right. So you watch it over that first 24 hours. Early momentum is going to predict the long-term strength and success of this new alliance and this new realm that you've joined. All right, step number 3. And this kind of goes into that first 24, but I'm going to say over 48 hours. The 48 hours is what you're going to give it to choose whether you stay in this realm or you bail. And you have not spent at this point. None of your friends have spent. You need to watch World Chat during those first 48 hours. Is it very active? Are there multiple competitive alliances? Is your leadership organized? Are you playing well together? Do you have a lot of players in World Chat? You see a lot of activity during the hours or players during those hours that would play at the same times that you would play, you and your friends? Like, is there a large number of people that you will be able to recruit over time? The people that you're recruiting hopefully are playing in that same time zone as you. That's going to be critical as you go along. If you just accept everybody and people from all over, it's going to be a lot more difficult if they can't play at the same time that you're going to be doing events. You're going to have your ruins runs. You're going to be running events. You're going to be doing all these things, and it's important that you have people around that same time zone that you play in. The people that are outside of that time zone aren't going to work out over time. They're going to find another place to go to. And what you want to do is build strength. If all of the major activity happens when you're offline, you're not going to be able to defend your hive. You're not going to be able to have constant growth, rallies, and that sort of thing that you're a part of. You're not going to be able to have high participation in events, which over time are going to become more and more important. If your alliance is stagnating, like it's not growing, if the realm feels empty, or if the people that are active, even in World Chat and other alliances and that sort of thing, if they don't match your schedule, then just relax. If you haven't spent, you haven't lost anything at all at this point. Plan for the next realm. Go ahead and use this as kind of a test bed. Use it as a place to chat with your friends. Don't spend. And then when that new realm opens, do the same thing. Jump in there and do steps 1, 2, 3 over again. All right. Step number 4. So if the realm checks out, if it's good, go ahead and at that point, start thinking about how you're going to align your alliance, like how you're going to have it organized, your hive. How are you going to build out your flags to get as many elite minds and that sort of thing? How are you going to handle your farms, your alliance farms? And you want to give your alliance enough room to grow and not grow into those farm clusters. You're also going to want to start looking at diplomacy, and you're going to be pushing big time. You're going to be pushing that recruitment. You want to recruit as many people who are growing quickly in your time zone, and you want to have them donating to the alliance so that you're able to unlock more alliance membership positions. So you grow at 5 at a clip, right? So you want to be able to continuously unlock that so that you can recruit more and more and more. Number 5, establish discipline early. Set expectations immediately. No going off on your own. Go ahead and set your rules. You're working on diplomacy at this point. You've divided up your leadership into roles so that everybody knows what they're responsible for. So you want to set your rules. You want to go ahead and start going with that. You want to make sure that people are on when, eventually your events are going to happen, and you want to do things together as a group, which might be attack other alliances. You want to keep people busy. You want to give them a reason to log in. As a leader of an alliance, your job a lot of times is just keeping other people interested in the game and interested in your alliance and wanting to log in to do things, whether that's chat with each other and hang out, or it's doing events, or it's attacking, like you're always busy. You always have things for them to do when they log in. They just can't wait until the next time that they log in. And you want to give them the motivation to grow, right? So you want to talk to them about farms. You want to make sure that they're getting their resources and that they're building up and you're getting stronger. Because if you're not getting stronger, you're not growing, you're not recruiting, you're dying. Right, your alliance is dying. So you need to always be recruiting, getting more people, and you need your members that you do have, you need them growing. And a part of that would be if you're offline for more than whatever. It could be, I've been in alliances where if you're offline for more than 18 hours, then you're out. But that's kind of drastic. Or if you're offline for more than 24 hours without giving someone a heads up, like you're going out of town or whatever it is, you're going to the hospital, whatever, then you have to go. Keep people active and let them know that it's important that they are active. So now this is great. At this point, you could spend, right? You've already said that, hey, this is a good realm. So now, whatever your budget is, you can go for it. You're staying for the long term at this point. You want to keep toxic players down, like you want to take care of them quickly. You want to keep drama away from your alliance. You want everybody to kind of get along. If they don't get along, make them go to a leader to talk. No fighting in alliance chat, no fighting in your events, that sort of thing, arguing. It doesn't help anybody. All right, and the final summary here. To dominate a new realm long term, you need to plan before you start. You need to get in there together. You need to push hard that first day or two. You need to evaluate that realm quickly. You need to make sure people match up with time zones. And you need to get out if that doesn't work, right? Don't just stick it out the long haul because you meet someone in the game that's cool or whatever. If it's not going to work out for you for the long term, then get out. Don't waste time. Get that person and say, hey, listen, come with us. We're going to go to the next realm, right? And we're going to dominate over there. Build discipline, protect competition in your alliance. Get people building up quickly, and give yourself goals. Like, I want to have this many people to level 20 by X amount of time, right? You could have your positions based on growth as well. That seems to work well too, because it's gamification, right? People want that next level. So to get to level 3, they're going to have to be level 20 by the end of the first week. And then you reset every week. So if you don't see growth, then people move down a step. You can only do that so long before people give up as well. But you should reward growth, and you should reward good teamwork. And so if you do this and you do it well and you're organized, you're going to dominate. It's not going to be the first day, but by day 20, by day 30, your alliance is going to be the only alliance. So then as time goes on, the other alliances, you're going to have wars, and it's fun. Don't make it toxic. Don't fight in world chat. You can have fun. You can talk smack, but don't make it toxic. Your diplomacy with the other alliances should have that, right? Should say, hey, listen, we're going to fight each other, but we're not going to make it toxic. We'll try not to double tap, that sort of thing, to wipe out someone so that they quit the game. You don't want that. You want your realm to grow for the long term. You want a lot of activity. The other people in your realm are both your content. So those are the people that you're going to fight, right? They're going to keep you active. It's going to keep your alliance active. And they're also potential recruits down the line. So if you make it toxic, then there's going to be resentment there, and they're never going to join you. They're just going to talk bad about you behind your back, and it's going to be hard later on when you want to merge. So that's another thing. So as you go, let's say you start off and you're doing great, but there's another alliance and it has a couple huge whales in it, and they don't want to join you, and they build an alliance. Don't have so much pride in yourself and in your cluster of 10, 15 people that you can't join someone else, because it's natural as these realms grow and as the time goes on that there's merging of alliances. Merge into the alliance that's pushed its technology the most, right? That's usually the way that it goes, especially in the beginning. And don't be afraid to merge into another alliance. And if another alliance is willing, they have things that you need, and they play at the same time as you, and they have the same goals, don't be afraid to give those people some really good positions in your alliance. Some R4, some R3, and build it out, work with them, and get it done, right? Because in the end, the stronger your alliance is, the more that it's growing, the better you're going to do for the long term. And if you don't make it toxic, if you're willing to merge, if you're willing to do whatever it takes to be the best, you're going to be okay. If you think long term from day one, you won't just survive a realm, you'll shape it. And that's how alliances actually dominate in War and Order. All right? And with that, take care.